Today, the University and Alumni Association are pleased to present the Northeastern Illinois University Distinguished Alumnus Award. The Distinguished Alumnus Award is the highest alumni honor that the university bestows. It recognizes a particular achievement of note, or a series of such achievements, or a career of outstanding accomplishment. At Northeastern, one of our most treasured values is the attainment of excellence. Among our many thousands of successful Northeastern alumni, Libby Comaico is an exemplar. Professor Emerita Comaico founded the Ensemble Español Spanish Dance Theater in residence at Northeastern in 1975. The ensemble is dedicated to the presentation, preservation, and promotion of classical, folkloric, flamenco, and contemporary dance and music traditions of Spain. She developed it into a premier international player in the dance community. Today, the ensemble boasts 17 professional dancers, an 18-member youth company, and program and scholarship endowments. The ensemble has been a valuable asset to the university through dance classes, community outreach, and the promotion of artistic and academic excellence at all ages. Alumna Comaico graduated from Northeastern Illinois University in 1978 with a Bachelor of Arts degree from our University Without Walls program. Over her career, she studied at the Boston Conservatory of Music, the National Ballet of Spain, and with legendary Spanish artists such as Jose Greco and Nana Lorca. She performed with Roberto Lorca and with the company of Lola Montes, and in guest performances with Arthur Fiedler and the Boston Pops, the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, and many others. Additional details of her many performances and recognitions are found in your commencement program. In 1983, she was awarded the Ribbon of the Dame, or the Lazo de Dama de Isabel la Católica, by the King of Spain, Juan Carlos. Dame Libby is the first American artist to receive this honor and remains among only 3 choreographers who hold this title. Dame Libby's many contributions also include the choreography of half of the ensemble's 125 original works, including its major flamenco ballets and dramas, folkloric suites, and classical pieces. She became Professor Emerita of Northeastern's Department of Music in 2011. Please direct your attention to the screens above for a brief video of the remarkable woman's journey.
I was born into the artistic circle, and it was already well in motion before I even became conscious that I was part of this process. I remember always as a child thinking theatrically and directing little shows in the neighborhood, and I started studying ballet when I was 9 years old with Elisa Stigler at Chicago Musical College.
When I began Spanish dance, I was still a teenager. I was on a scholarship with Jose Greco. I was probably the youngest one in the group at the time. I didn't know the language. I didn't really know about the culture. And I was going from being a totally integrated American to another world, so it was an adventure.
I came to Northeastern Illinois University in 1974 to do a lecture concert on the dances of Spain, classical, folkloric, and flamenco. I had no concept whatsoever of management or business for a company. I knew what I wanted to produce on the stage and what the dance and the music were about and the historical and sociological aspects that needed to come together. But then I went to the Illinois Arts Council for some help, asking questions, and to the Lawyers for the Creative Arts, and that's really how it began. We just started out and started with a small board of directors and started meeting and started, I just learned. It's called on-the-job training.
I remember my name is Jorge, and I remember teachers always calling me George, George, George. And it wasn't until I really became attached to the Spanish culture here with the Ensemble Español that I really found pride in my heritage because I was too busy trying to fit in, to the American culture. And I remember then at that time, and I was in college already, where I began, Dame Libby was the one who would call me Jorge. She would never call me George. And it was then studying, researching, and just really living this flamenco, Spanish culture that really intrigued me and said, no, this is really who I am.
As a foreigner, a non-born Spaniard, I had to dignify what I was doing by learning everything that I could. It had to be the total picture. And the actual proposal for the Ensemble Español could never really have been put on one page. It was basically to unite the Latino and Hispano-American communities with the culture of Spain, to show the cultural pluralism that is our art, and that art has no boundaries, and then to show the three styles of Spanish dance, classical, folklore, flamenco, and with a variety of music and a variety of programming. So it's the educational, the cultural, and the artistic, and those three things went together.
El sol cuando sale, entra por mi ventana y se acuesta en mi cama.
It all started in 1978. I had just graduated from high school. My father had invited me to come out for that night. It was a father and daughter night. He invited me to come over to a concert here at Northeastern, and I had no idea what it was about. Well, the concert started. It was the Ensemble Español, my very first time I had ever seen them. Okay. I tell you, towards the end of the concert, I was on the edge of my seat. Okay. And from that day on, I knew what I wanted to do, and it was Spanish dance. I wanted to be one of them up there.
They're just wonderful people. They love their art. They're highly professional. Most of them, all of them, have grown up in the Ensemble Español, and they are giving back to the communities. They've either grown up through the juniors and they're already professional dancers and graduating, or they've grown up in the scholarship apprenticeship program and they're teaching in the public schools and bringing their schools to us. It's going around and around, and they're committed to their art. They're committed to the communities. They're committed to the culture, and they dance beautifully. All the pioneering years, all of the hardships, all the struggle is behind us. New struggles will happen, but we're familiar with the possibilities. We have history. We have a legacy behind us.
To be recognized with an award, the highest one, artistic award, that is given by the King of Spain, that means a lot of recognition, and that the benefit to all of us in Northeastern, to Chicago, and to the United States of America, I think has to be said in the top of the mountain.
Dame Libby and Acting Vice President Downey, would you please join me at the podium? Now you stay right here for a minute, okay? Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, as our video attests, Dame Libby's artistry, hard work and commitment, and her passion for Spanish dance, for her students, and for the Northeastern community embody the excellence that everyone at Northeastern aspires to. She has earned the respect and affection of generations of dancers and those who love Spanish dance. Therefore, on behalf of Northeastern Illinois University and the Northeastern Illinois University Alumni Association, I am pleased to present the 2015 Distinguished Alumna Award to Dame Libby Comaico. Congratulations, felicidades. Can you take this for just a moment? Yes. Here, it's great. There you go. And now our distinguished alumna will offer her thanks and brief remarks to our graduates.
I brought my own, but I remember. Yes, I did. Okay, thank you. Glasses. Wow. Gracias. Thank you all for this most distinguished award. I am truly honored and very humbled. My special thank you to President Sharon Haas and Provost Richard Haldauer and the entire university community, Damaris Tapia and the Alumni Association, and to my right and left arm, Irma Suarez Ruiz and Jorge Perez. Gracias. I stand here today also in gratitude of my family, my teachers and mentors upon whose shoulders I have grown to pursue and nurture our students of the Ensemble Español for 40 years. Congratulations to our 2015 graduates. Your academic and personal accomplishments merit you a Northeastern Illinois University diploma and are testament to your continuing philosophy of lifetime learner. As you step forward to receive your diploma exhibiting your well-earned self-esteem with confidence, and we are so proud of all of you. Please continue forward and remember that the inevitable times of falling backward will ultimately challenge you to create the opportunities to redirect your energies so that you can put your plans in another direction. Embrace this life as your enormous and ever-changing adventure. I love my time as a Northeastern Illinois University student at UWW. I came as a professional dancer and educator. This was in the early 20s, at the beginning of this wonderful non-traditional degree program. It became an important part of my life. Friendships remain to this day, as well as the wonderful memories of the inspired lives with me always. Graduates, I hope that you will live this strong life force as productive citizens, open to inclusion in our diverse and culturally rich world. The world needs you now. Join us, please. Congratulations, 2015 graduates. What a great accomplishment. Thank you.